Hello and welcome everybody to Coffee and D&D. I'm your host Coffee Horse, and this is the first episode of our Prophets of Odeecas campaign. These are my players. I have Cody.
Howdy, howdy.
I have Hunter.
Hello, hello.
And I have Demry.
Hello.
Can we get some character names from everybody? Come on.
I'm Cody Cooper, and I'm playing Stygius Numera, who is a half-elf wizard.
I'm Hunter Graves, and I'm playing Rico Thornblade, who is a halfling rogue.
I am Demry Nebaker, and I am playing Quill, who is a elf druid.
All right, cool. So I'm going to do a quick recap for everyone. In our session 0, we did play a little bit. You guys all met in the town of Selune. One by one, you guys all got together. You had gotten a bar fight with an orc, and you saw that Quill turned into a ginormous wolf right in front of your eyes.
Didn't last long.
And then proceeded to rip the head of the orc off. You guys learned that the farmers and the bartender, this is a pretty normal occurrence at the bar. And you guys all talked. You learned a bit about yourselves and learned a bit about each other. And then you guys woke up the next morning to a frantic messenger running into the bar, dropping off a note to the barkeep and saying, that the Sharron Warriors from Shares, the town, are coming to torch Selune for an incident that happened where apparently 2 of the Selune training clerics happened to kill one of the Sharron clerics. You guys don't know much more than that. You guys took off to the Waterwalk Bridge to go investigate and see if you could try to stop them. On your way there, you guys tried to convince him and intimidate him into backing off and maybe reconsidering attacking the whole entire town. And that didn't go very swell. He didn't seem very convinced. And you guys are now in combat with them. So I would like everyone to roll initiative and let me know what those initiative orders are.
I got a 16.
I got a 15, baby.
Quill?
I got a 20.
Damn.
You got a 24. Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. I'm going to roll for their initiative. Wow. They got shit-ass initiative.
Well,
Okay. Let's get into this. So we're starting off with you, Quill. You are currently in your Oakfather wolf form because that's how you guys got there so quick.
Okay.
As you can see in front of you, that looks to be 4 scouts, 3 guards, 2 knights, and of course the veteran leader as you guys knew him, which was a tiefling male with a weird dark aura around him in Sharron armor. What do you want to do?
I want to... Sorry, I was seeing how far I can run.
You can move 50 feet.
Okay, I want to pounce on the veteran dude.
Holy shit, yeah, you can actually make that. Okay, you're going to pounce onto him,
He must need a DC 15 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
So they all actually have to do that because all of those knights and guards were in your way. It's really hard to roll for things when I don't have my fucking dice. Again, unprepared, as always.
knock him out.
Hey, it's session 1. We'll forgive you. Yeah.
Okay.
I will, but Rico won't.
Okay, he needs to make a DC 15. They all need to make DC 15s. Okay.
Rico knows he's in a game.
No.
He has a +3. Okay, the veteran saves. He is not knocked prone. Knight Knight A is knocked prone. Knight B is knocked prone. Let's see where the cards. And guard A saves. Guard B fails. And guard C saves.
Okay.
So you have Knight A and B are prone, and guard B are prone at the current moment.
With my bonus action, I will bite one of the knights that are prone. The one that's prone.
Okay. You're going to bite one of the knights, A or B?
A.
Okay, you're going to bite A. Roll to hit him.
Or wait. Okay, I got a 19 plus
Nice.
5, I think.
That hits.
Oh, plus 4.
That hits.
Okay, and then it does 2d10. Apparently none. Got 0. Or is that 10?
That's I have a 20.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I saw the 0 and I thought.
Wow. You rolled max damage on that? Holy shit.
Nice.
And then plus
4. So 24 damage to Knight A. Jesus.
Straight
And
to the
then-
larynx.
Let's go.
for my action, I want to use my multi-attack,
Okay.
and that's 1 bite and 1 claw. So I'm going to roll to hit him for those. I'm going to roll for my bite.
On who? Who are you hitting?
The veteran.
The veteran. Okay, you're going for the veteran. Okay.
Got a 6 to hit. I'm assuming
That misses.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Did you do both? Did you roll for both attacks?
No, I didn't. Okay. I got a 3.
Okay, both of those miss. So you guys watch your wolf friend run 30 feet and then jump 20 feet into the middle of the crowd of guards and veterans, blowing 2 of the guards over. Blowing 2 of the knights over and one of the guards, and the veteran still stands. You see her reach down her maw. Did you bite him or did you claw him? You clawed him?
I bit him. Yeah.
You bit him? So you see her reach down her maw and bite this currently prone knight right in the collarbone and rip it off. And then she turns to the veteran and makes 2 swipes at him and misses. It is now Stygius' turn.
I turn to Rico and I say, I prepped for the wrong day. I can heal, but I don't have much to help with this. And then I'd like to cast or activate my mage armor.
Okay, you're going to activate your mage armor. Where do you want to move? Or you can move yourself wherever you need to be.
Yeah.
30 feet, I believe.
Sec here.
You should be able to move yourself, I think, too.
Yeah, I think he is able to.
Let's measure out here. 30 feet. Where can I go? Yeah, and I don't have much of anything. So I think I'm going to just move up 15 feet. Okay, actually, hold on. These trees on the sides here. How big are they?
So the 2 that you see off to your left-hand side don't look like you could hide behind. The one to your right does look like you could probably get behind it and have at least half cover, and if you get yourself in the right position, 3/4 cover.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go ahead and make for the trees here. So I'm
Okay.
going to head 30 feet kind of in that direction. So I'm going to grab this way and go right here. I think that was 30 there.
Perfect. Okay, awesome.
That was 35. So there we go, right there. Okay.
Okay. Rico, it is now your turn.
Nice. I would like to stand there and spawn both of my psionic blades in my hands
Okay.
and just like tomahawk yeet them straight down the center at I have to. Is there a guard behind Dimry right now?
So what you could see right now as the
Like
battlefield
under her?
progresses, there is no, there isn't. They
Okay.
when she pounced, she hit dead center and blew them off to the sides.
Okay.
So there is a guard she's technically surrounded by guards at this point. There's the
Okay.
veteran, the 2 knights, and the 3 guards. The scouts look to be looking at you guys.
I would like to throw one blade at guard A and one blade at guard B.
Okay.
And then because they are preoccupied, I would like to use my sneak attack.
You can do that. I'll let you do that.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I got to roll for if I hit, right?
Yes, you got to roll for your hit. You get advantage.
How do I put advantage on there?
That you just roll the dice twice, and whatever higher one you get, you can take.
But that's right. 24?
24? Yeah, 24 hits guard A for sure.
Nice. And then 15 to hit guard B.
That does just nick guard B.
Whew. Thank goodness. Okay.
Solid.
So roll the damage for those psionic blades, and then add sneak attack damage onto both of those, because they are both occupied.
A 6 and a 7.
Okay, 6 and 7 plus.
And then plus a 6.
Okay.
And plus an 11.
Ooh, an 11? So that one blade that you threw at guard A goes flying at him, and you cream him right in the back of the head.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
His head, you see your psionic blade, which describe to me what your psionic blades look like.
They are just like, they're almost like a short sword, basically, is like in their size. But they are just a holy light white coloration, just so bright you almost don't want to look at it. Almost like a welding light. That's what it looks like, almost coming out of my hands.
Jesus. So you throw this blade, and it sticks into the back of his head, and it looks like it goes completely through him, and then that psionic blade dissipates, and you see him tip over, and he is now dead. With that extra damage, I will say, though, throwing that through, it did go through. It actually went through, and it clipped the veteran for a little bit of damage on him.
Yes.
Lucky.
And then the other one, you kill both guard A and guard B.
Let's go.
So in both of those throws, you completely murk that guard. And you had a little bit of extra damage, but it just, the way, at the angle that he was, when you threw it, it just went right through him, and you saw the psionic blade dissipate and then disappear as it hit him.
Cool.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there is anything else I can do.
You can hide as a bonus action.
Ooh. Screw it. I'd like to try and hide in the grass off the side of the trail.
Okay, so move yourself. You do have 30 feet of movement, so
We're gonna come right there.
okay, and make a stealth check for me.
$25.
25. Okay, I will remember that. Okay, that's the end of your turn, correct?
Correct.
It is now the veteran's turn. The veteran that just had this giant fucking wolf jump and pounce and blow his people apart and blow him, spread him out. He is going to hit you, Quill, in your form with a multi-attack. So he is going to hit you with his long sword twice.
Okay.
And his short sword once. Does a 24 hit? A 20? And a 16. Okay, so you take certain damage here. Gotta get my dice out. So you take, on the first swing, you take 11 damage.
But halved, right? So
That is halved. So you would
so
take,
6 or 5.
yes, you take 5 damage. And on the second one, you take 6 damage.
So 11 total.
Yeah, so you take 11 total damage. And now it is Scout A's turn. Scout A's first thing they're going to do is make a perception check to see if they can see Rico. They do not see Rico. So they are going to focus their... Scout A is going to focus his first attack. He is going to shoot 2 arrows at Stygius because he can see him.
I'm sorry.
The first one's an 8 to hit Stygius.
That does not hit.
The second one, critical fail. So as he pulls back, he shoots 1 arrow. The second arrow he goes to shoot at you, his fucking bow snaps in his hands and cuts him across the face, and he takes 6 damage from that. It really fucking cut the hell out of him. And then he is going to move 30 feet.
Gotta check your weapons, that's for sure.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Wow, you got close quick.
Yeah, he did.
B is going to make the same check to see if he can see Rico. And still can't see Rico. So he's going to make 2 attacks. Actually, he's going to turn around and step up and make 2 attacks on the big wolf. So a 7 to hit, Quill?
Nope.
And a 7.
Nope.
Fucking shitty ass rolls.
That's
Okay, that is the end of Scout B. Scout C is going to take is going to see if he can. Actually, he's just going to shoot straight for Stygius here.
Makes sense.
A 7. God, fucking rolls right now.
Really liking the 7s. Nope, not gonna hit.
15. 15 will hit. Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
Okay, that is the end of his. Actually, he is going to then step up.
Hopefully, it wasn't an arrow to the knee.
Nope, sadly, not yet. I got B and D switched up. All right, that's fine. But Scout, I'll just switch them here. I can actually just switch their names. Hold on. Oh no, I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Scoot her here. Scoot this.
Generic Scout number D.
Generic Scout number D is going to see if he can find Rico. That is a 16.
Come on, keep the D
Nope.
away from me. Yes.
Nope, he cannot see you, so he is going to turn around and actually help with Scout B on the wolf. He's going to make 2 sword attacks on Quill. First one being a 22.
That'll hit.
And second one being a 17.
That hits.
Okay, they both hit. So that is... That is 5 damage from the first one, so you take 2. And that is 4 damage from the second one, so you take another 2.
4. Okay.
All right, it is now Knight A's turn. Knight A is he's prone at the current moment, so he has to spend his half of his movement to stand up. And he's only going to be with that cut that you did to him, he's only going to take one attack on you with his greatsword. Quill. And that is a 21 to hit. And that is that's 14 damage, so halved it's 7.
Jeez, what are you sitting at now, Quill? Health point. What are you? What are your health points at?
I still have 20.
Okay.
Is this? Are you in your wolf? You're in your wolf form. So are you minusing it from your wolf form?
Yes.
Okay. How much? So how much? You're at 20. You said. I'm gonna keep track on mine because apparently mine's not updating.
Well, I'm doing it in the D&D Beyond because I don't know how to do it on here.
Okay.
So I'm on the online watching, but I'm keeping track of my health on the app.
Okay. I don't know why it's not going through. I'll just add that on there. So you're at 20. Just making sure. Okay. Awesome. Knight B is going to go, and he is going to take 2 attacks on you this turn. Quill. 15 out of 10.
Neither of those hit.
Okay, he swings twice and misses wide. It's the last guard's turn. The last guard is going to make one swing on you with his. He's going to go for one spear. He's going to try to spear you real quick, Quill, for 11. All right, that misses. All right, it is now your turn, Quill.
So I forgot that I also have a thing where on each of your turns while your rage is active, the first creature you hit takes extra damage equal to 1d6 plus half of your druid level.
Okay, so
that's necrotic or radiant. And then I also have a thing where when I attack, I deal the rage damage shown on the beast table, so that's a +2 as well. So I just need to remember to add those.
So I will. Roll that real quick. Roll a d6 for me, and then I'll add that plus the 2. So it's
Well,
a
let me
d6
see if
plus
I have
2.
to hit though, right? I have to hit him.
You have to hit. So, but I was going to add it to Knight A, the one that you really fucked up.
Oh, okay.
Because technically, it's the first time you attack a creature, you get to use that, and the rage damage is constant.
Well, on each turn, right?
Yeah, on each like every time you hit a new creature, you get that bonus where you add necrotic damage. So 8 plus, so you do an extra 10 damage to him of a radiant or necrotic.
Nice.
Radiant.
Okay, you did an extra 10 damage. He looks super fucked up, by the way.
Okay.
I actually, guard B should have had to stand up. Okay, no, that's okay. We're all good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the veteran dude again.
Okay, you're gonna go for the veteran again. This is a new target, and so you get to add all that bonus.
How about a 17?
17 is his armor class. You smoke him.
Cool. And then
Nice.
I'm multi-attacking him, by the way.
You're multi-attacking. Okay.
So I get 1d8 plus 4 and 2d10 plus 4.
You have to roll for the other attack as well.
Which is a d6, and then I said what, 2d10? Yeah.
Yeah. You have to roll for your second attack. You have to you hit him once. You have to roll him for your second attack.
I got it. Okay. Let me just re-roll that then.
No, you have one. Just roll the next one. Just roll another d20 is what I'm saying. To see if you hit.
No. I do not. That's a 9.
It's a 9. That 9 misses. So you hit him for 1 and you do shit. So we'll minus the d8. So you do 5 plus 4 plus 5. So that's 14 plus your 2 extra range damage is 16, and then use your 1 and then plus the extra 2. So 8, you do 18 damage to him. Even with that one hit, that's still pretty good damage. As you so how do you want to, like, is there a certain way you want to do this attack, or are you
He's not dying, is he?
He's not dying yet, but he's pretty beat. That was a big chunk of his health.
See, I bit him.
Yeah,
So
you bit
I'm
him.
gonna. Yeah, I bit at his midsection.
So you go and your maw wraps around his midsection and you bite into him and your teeth sink in, and as you rip, you pull part of his armor off. His armor class is going to be decreased by 1 from this point on. Okay, it is now Stygius. It is now your turn.
This scout that's taking a run at me. What weapon do they have in their hand while doing so? What do they look like they're going to do?
So what they did is, since they broke their bow, they have a short sword in their hand. They're going to be swiping at you.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to cast shield, or I like to draw my hand axe and then cast shield.
Okay. I think shield is a reaction spell. So if you get hit, you can cast. So for you, you would just activate it would be a mental thing.
Got it. Yeah, I see that now. Okay. I will,
because you remember your magic's through your will. So
yeah, I'd like to draw my hand axe.
Okay.
And then can I, or I guess he's already within.
He's within 5 feet, so you could attack him.
Yeah. And I guess he already did.
And he already had some damage on him because he has a giant fucking cut across his face from where that bowstring came back and snapped on him.
Yeah. So just a heads up for all listening, I'm trying to work through my character's inner beliefs as this person is rushing at him. I think he'd take a swing for self-preservation. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and swing. Let me get that up here. Equipment, hand axe. Dead
swing, big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't think I have any. It's just plus strength on this, I think, right? So
yeah, it would be actually, what's higher, your dex or your strength?
My dex.
Okay, you would use your dex modifier for this.
All right.
Because it is a hand axe, so it is technically a light and a finesse tool. So
an unnat 20.
Damn, a dirty 20. Okay, that does hit. You fucking rock your shit with that one.
Okay, 1d6. Is that -1?
Well, it'd be +1 because of your dex.
Oh, okay.
Because
got it.
It thinks it's trying to use your strength, and it's a light, simple weapon, so it should be using your dexterity.
Okay. I got a 6 then.
You got a 6. Cool. You do 6 damage oh shit, I lost what I was at. Okay. As you take out your hand axe, you do this and you go to cut at him, and you cut right across, you hit him right here in this collarbone and cut straight across his chest. He is fucked up. He is majorly fucked up.
Got it. Not feeling too good.
No, he is not feeling good at all. Rico, it is your turn. You are currently hidden. No one can find you.
Maybe I'll just sit here. No. I am going to do the exact same attack that I did last time. Take out both my 2 psionic blades and tomahawk fucking throw them. Except I'm aiming both of them at the veteran.
Oh, you're going for the veteran. So that's going to be a harder to hit person because there's a giant wolf in front of it. So you would risk, if you rolled too low, you would risk hitting Quill with them, just so you know.
Okay, well then I slightly adjust my mind, and I would like to move to the side.
Okay, you can move yourself.
Try to let's see.
You got 30 feet of movement. You also do see that Stygius is starting to get surrounded. He has people on him.
Yeah. Well,
also, by the way, Hunter, just so you know, with druids, if they knock me out of my wolf form, I'm at full health in my
other form. So she would come back as Quill, as normal Quill. So
okay. Well, then in that case, I'm still gonna move to where I moved.
Okay.
And I'm still tomahawk throwing these bitches, but I'm gonna throw one of them at Scout.
Scout A's by Stygius. Scout C is up above shooting his bow at him.
Well, I did just see Scout A get pretty fucked
Slapped in the
up.
face. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna aim one at Scout C
Okay.
and one at the
B
guard.
or D. Oh, at the guard. Okay, at the guard. Okay, awesome. So roll to hit for both of those, and this is sneak attack because no one can find you. You are invisible at the current moment. But once you attack, you will be seen unless you use your bonus action again to hide. Just so you know.
Okay.
Rico.
That sounds good. And I still have advantage, right?
You do still have advantage.
Okay.
So that 19 does hit. That 19 hits, yeah. Scout C, 100%.
Come on, baby. 17.
17, that hits the other one. They both hit. They both find purchase.
A 7 and a 3 with a
7 and 8 and an 8 and roll.
To 12.
Damn! Shit! Okay, so I'm going to say your big damage. So that sneak attack damage that you did to that to the guard, you kill him. He's dead. You throw your blade, it goes through him and into Knight A. You see the guard tip over, and you see your sonic blade is still carrying through and does the extra damage to that other knight. And Knight A is he is super fucked up. Super fucked up.
Stood no chance.
How would you like to kill Scout C?
I want my blade to go straight through his neck and decapitate him, but be super clean to where he's kind of just standing there for a second.
And then he tips over?
Exactly.
Okay, so Stygius, you see Rico pop out of the grass like a little grasshopper and throw one sonic blade at the guard and then throw the other one at Scout C, the one that was shooting at you. You see the sonic blade perfectly hit this scout right in the neck. As it hits, it looks like it cuts right through and disappears. The scout stands there for a second.
It's very terrifying.
Scout stands there for a second, doesn't seem to move. You see the eyes start to roll back, and the head pops right off. And the body tumbles to the ground.
Oh, yikes. Nice job.
Thank you.
Go Rico.
I would like to take a very small bow and then hide.
Okay, roll your stealth for me.
And actually, before I hide, I would like to pull my hood over, so I believe that gives me advantage.
Yes, you get advantage now on hiding with your cloak, because it's technically camouflage.
Okay, so 13 and a 15.
Perfect. Okay, 15. I will remember that. Okay, it's the veteran's turn. It's that tiefling. He is fucking fuming. He's going to take 2 strikes at you, Quill. He's actually going to take 3. He's going to take 2 with his long sword and 1 with his short sword. Ooh, 24.
That'll hit.
20. And a 9.
The 9 doesn't hit.
Okay, you take 6 plus 3 divided by 2. So you take 4 damage from the first attack. That's halved already. And you take 3 damage. That's halved. 3 damage halved from the second attack.
Alrighty.
So you take.
So I'm at 13 now.
Okay, awesome. And he goes, and as he strikes, he's grunting. He's like, rah, ah, ah. As 2 of his strikes land into you. Now it is Scout A's turn. Scout A is going to make a swing. He's going to make 2 swings on you, Stygius, with his short sword.
Got it.
That's a crit.
I would like to cast shield.
So what is that? What is your armor? It's a crit. It auto hits. Sadly.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
It would be a 24 total. What does shield up your armor class to?
Shield would up it currently, and if it's in tandem with mage armor.
Yes, they work in tandem.
Okay. 13. It would be an 18. So yeah.
Okay. Second one though doesn't hit. So this scout that's in front of you, his first strike, it looks like it's all pure rage. So that's 8 damage plus. He does 14 damage to you on that first strike. He takes this sword. You weren't. It laughs in your brain. You weren't prepared. You casted this, but he cut right before it activated. He swings, cuts you straight across the chest, and he goes to stab at you. But the arcane shield flips his sword up, and it comes back, and his blade's now over his head.
Nice. Well, not nice, but
Scout.
Nice visual.
B is actually going to try and see if he can find Rico. He sees Rico. He's going to make 2 attacks on Rico with his longbow. A 21.
Hits.
And a 23.
Damn it. Hit.
So he does 9 damage to you on the first hit. And 10 damage on the second one.
Man, 19.
And then he's going to spend his movement, but you get an attack of opportunity, Quill. He's going to spend his movement to try to move 5 feet out of your distance because he's going to go after Rico. You get to make either a bite or a claw. I would say a claw attack as opportunity.
That's a 1d10. 1d8 plus 4. Okay.
Roll to see if you can hit him.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No. I rolled a 2.
So he walks out, and you were facing the veteran, and you turn around to swipe at him, and he just gets out of your range, and he goes 30 right there. It's 30 if I'm correct. Yep. Oh, he was right. Yeah, he's right here. Okay, so he's actually back one. Sorry, my bad, Hunter. Dory, I'm not trying to kill you this quick. Scout D sees that Scout B is attacking Rico, so he is actually going to make 1 attack. He's going to make 2 attacks on. Actually, this is what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to take 5 feet, so you get another opportunity attack on him, Quill. Roll to hit him.
It doesn't want me to hit him.
What'd you roll? I didn't see.
A 2.
Oh, another 2. Another 2. 2 plus whatever. Yeah, it still isn't hit. So he steps out, and he steps 10 feet away, and he's going to take 1 shot at Quill with his longbow and 1 shot at Rico. The shot at Rico is an 18.
That ties my armor class.
So that hits, and then he hits Quill for 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So, Quill, you take 5 damage.
Is that halved?
That's halved. Rico, you take 6 damage.
Okie.
Now it is Knight A's. He's looking super fucked up. He's going to make 1 attack on you, Quill. Because that's all he can do. He's super fucked up. Oh, man, a 13.
Nope.
Okay. Knight B is going to go for an attack. 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
A 16 to hit. Oh, fuck, and a 7. Okay, neither of those hit. It is now your turn, Quill.
Okay, I'm gonna try to multi-attack the veteran dude.
Okay, you're going to multi-attack the veteran.
So
You haven't attacked him, so you don't get the D6 this time.
So that's what I was wondering, because it says
On the first attack
no,
of a new creature.
no, that's not what it says though. It says on each of your turns while your rage is active, the first creature you hit takes extra damage equal to 1d6 plus your druid level. On each of your turns while the rage is active, the first creature you hit.
So okay, so I guess it would.
Okay. All right, I'm doing a multi-attack, so I'm going to do my claws first.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 4 is a 20.
That hits.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll for my bite. 17 plus 4 is
That
20.
hits. They both land purchase.
Okay, so I get
Nice.
1d8 and 2d10 and a 1d6.
And a 1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Hot dog. Knock it out of the park there.
No.
So 25 plus 4 for my claws plus
29?
bite.
29?
Wait. Plus 4 for my claws, plus 4 for my bite, and then plus 2 for my rage modifier.
Yeah, so you have a 9 and a 5. So you have 25 with all the dice you rolled plus 4. That's the 2 damage for your rage and the extra 2 damage that on the first time you hit a creature.
Okay, and then but my bite attack does plus 4.
Okay, your bite attack does an extra 4. Okay, and your claws do what?
An extra 4. So
they do an extra 8.
8 plus 4.
So an extra 12. How would you like to... You're just going to... Okay, so you do 20... Oh, Jesus, hold on. I got to write this down. Jesus. That's so much fucking damage. 25 plus 12 is what it is. So you do 37 damage. How would you like to... Fucking alarms. How would you like to kill this son of a bitch?
I'm gonna grab his head with my mouth and take my claws and rake him down his body and rip his head off.
Holy fucking shit, that's gruesome. Okay, so that was... Hold on. I'm still doing math, y'all.
Once again, I'm glad you're on our team.
Okay, so you guys see you guys see Quill in her wolf form grab the head of the veteran, bite down, and you see the teeth sink into his neck as he goes, and then she takes both of her front claws and proceeds to shred him. And as she sticks her claws into him, she not only shreds his body, but plucks his head off like a flower.
Well.
And then as you swing the rest of his body, because you're pretty much ripping his spine out of him, you do the rest of that damage also kills Knight A.
What I want to do is I want to rip his head off and then throw it at Knight A.
You want to... Okay, so you rip his head off and then you throw his head at Knight A. Knight A catches it right in the fucking head and hits the ground, and as he tips back, his head bounces off of a rock. He is dead.
He's dead.
Way to go, Wolfie!
So you guys just watch this gruesome massacre of 2 people in one go. All right, Stygius, it is now your turn. That guy seems persistent. He's not gonna let up.
Guess not. So I'm gonna take another swing at him. Going for the leg. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll that. Got a 12 to hit.
That's his armor class.
Okay. And then rolling a d6 plus 1, so another 6.
How do you want to kill this scout?
Well, I'm just gonna go for the leg and yeah.
So as you swing down,
honestly, I don't want to kill him, but
so he's been attacking you. He has his sword. He's about to bring it down again. You take your axe and you swing, and as you hit his knee, you cut it completely off. He tips over to the ground and is now bleeding out. and is dead.
Dang.
Way to
All
go!
Do I still have movement?
You
too?
still do have movement.
All right. I'd like to just make a beeline for Scout B, so I'm going to head that direction.
Okay. All right. Rico, it is your turn.
I would like to make a somersault, lunge forward into a somersault and come up and stab Scout B with both of my psionic blades.
Okay. Move yourself up. So that's 2 attacks that you're making. One.
Whatever. Okay.
Right there.
A nat 20.
Oh, crit! Okay, I hope
a 14.
Okay, so I'll tell you this: that crit would probably kill him. Do you want to use that second roll to hit Scout D by throwing one?
Yes,
Okay,
I would.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Okay, so do your damage. Do your damage on it. It wouldn't be sneak attack because he did see you.
Yeah.
Because they have disadvantage on seeing you when you use your cloak, but these guys have advantage on perception checks, so it evens out to just a flat roll, and that's how he saw you, by the way.
Oh, makes sense. I rolled a 9 on my first damage.
So you do a d6 plus 5, so it's 6, that's 11, and 11. So you do 20 damage to this scout right in front of you because you crit on him. How would you like to kill that scout in front of you as you jump on top of him and stab him with one of your psionic blades?
I would like to stab him through the eyeball because I assume they're humans.
Yes, they are humans.
Okay, so they're like double my height. And so I want to jump up and stab him in the eyeball and say, "How's it feel to be killed by a Lucky Charm?"
So as you stab him, I'm guessing at that exact same moment, you stab him in the eye. You see him gasp as your psionic blade sticks into him, and then you throw your one, and you see it sticks right into the chest of the scout. He looks fucked up, but he's still standing.
Nice. I would like to attempt to hide again on my drop down. Let's see, I roll a 20.
20?
Nice.
A not nat 20.
Dirty 20, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay, awesome. That is with advantage because you do have your hood up still, by the way.
Shit, I did not roll advantage. Not that I... Yeah. All right. 20.
So the 20, yeah, okay. So you're hidden. All right, it is the solo scout's turn. He is fucking scared for his life. So he's actually going to use the disengage action and move 30 feet. All right. So he moves up to here. He's running. He's fucking terrified. The knight sees him and says, "Come on, we have to finish this. We can still win." And he's going to make 2 attacks on you, Quill.
Okay.
15?
Nope.
And a 14.
Nope.
Son of a bitch. Okay. That is his turn. It is now your turn again, Quill.
All right, I'm gonna multi-attack the knight in front of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for my bite. And that does not hit.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna roll. Oh. I got it.
You got to roll to hit him.
Okay, well I have 2d10 on here. I didn't mean to click them.
That's fine.
Okay, and apparently that doesn't hit either, unless a 9 hits.
A 9 does not hit him. So you go to bite at him twice and you miss both. As you go to bite at him, he dips out of the side, and as you throw your claw up to grab him on his head, he steps back and uses his sword to take the blunt end of your claws and swing him down. It is now Stygius's turn.
Rico, how does your cloak work in terms of that number that you roll? Is that for their perception or against their perception?
So anyone trying to find him needs to would have to make a perception check, and it is at disadvantage because of his cloak.
That cleared up.
That did, yeah. I'm making rolls. So I did not make the rolls. I run over to where I last saw you, and I yell out, or I kind of whisper out, Rico, where are you? I need to heal you.
Are you gonna hold an action?
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to reveal himself.
So you're gonna hold an action to heal.
Myself.
Okay, it is now your turn, Rico, and so now you can heal him, Stygius, since you held that action.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna apply healing word. So let's see. Cast that.
What is healing word on again? For descriptor wise,
so healing word
like
would be
item.
on one of,
like what items? Sorry.
Yeah, it'd be on one of my gloves. So I activate my glove. I'm gonna go ahead and how do you prefer this? Do I make the roll or does he make the roll for his health?
You make the roll. You're healing him. You make the roll.
Okay. Sounds good. Do 2d4 plus 3. Okay, so that is an 8 total.
Rico, you get 8 health back.
That's it.
Okay. And now it is your turn, Rico. What would you like to do? You see that the one scout's running.
Rico, we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Rico.
Shit.
Just dead silence.
I muted it so I could eat a chip. Okay, well, anyways, I'd like to look up at Stygius and be like, oh, why, thank you, sir. And then whip out my 2 blades, hopefully one last time, and like tomahawk throw them up and over in an arcing fashion to like hopefully rain one down on the knight and one down on the scout.
They are both within 60 feet of you, so that is possible.
And they should be, because the scout's running away and the knight is on the other side of the wolf, I should have advantage for them not to.
You have advantage because there's an ally next to that one, and that one is disengaged and is not paying attention and did not look for you, so you are still technically classified as hidden, even though you revealed yourself. So you can make 2 attacks with advantage and add sneak attack damage.
Nice. See, I rolled a 17 for the first hit.
Okay, that one hits the knight.
Oh,
actually, the first one would hit the scouts. The 17 hits and the 21 hits the other one. Okay, you hit them both. Roll your psionic blade damage
for 6.
Okay, you murk that one scout. You throw one of yours, and you see it arc, and as the scout's taken off, it just catches it right to the spine and tips over and is dead. That's without your sneak attack. So you can the sneak attack damage that you're going to pump is going to go all into the knight. So
okay, well I rolled
10,
a 10.
Okay,
and
2 rolls of sneak attack. It's going to get pumped into him.
9 and 5, so 24.
Damn. So you see, as you throw this one, it sticks into him, and with that psionic power that you hold, it almost boosts the one that hits the knight, and you see a flare of psionic energy as it strikes the knight and does 24 damage to him. That is a big chunk of health. He's looking fucked up.
Yippee!
Oh, yay! Oh, boy.
Let's get a look at these beautiful chicken enchiladas, y'all.
Oh, yum, yum.
Wow.
Smells so fucking good.
You guys gonna share?
I wish I could.
Me too.
All right, Rico, that is the end of your turn. This knight is pissed, and he just took that major blow from somewhere, but he's still going to go after Quill.
Okay.
He's going to make 2 attacks with his greatsword on you. Fucking, what is my rolls right now? A 9? And a critical fail. So as you see, as he goes to swing on you, the first one he swings and you just right over your head, and then he goes to jab at you, but when he does, you take your claw and you nick his sword down. So when he goes to charge, he stabs the sword into the ground and then takes the hilt to the gut for 6 damage. That fucking hurt the hell out of him.
Nice.
Dumbass.
Now his sword is stuck, so he will have to use his bonus action to remove. He would have to use half of his movement and his bonus action and one of his attacks to remove it. So, all right, it is now your turn, Quill.
Okay, I'm gonna try to multi-attack him again.
Okay, go for it.
I'm rolling for my bite. I assume a 9 doesn't hit.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, I crit failed too.
You critical failed. I know you didn't. You rolled a 7.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
No, it's a 7. 7 plus what?
11.
It's 11 total. Still doesn't find purchase. So you go to bite at him. His sword stuck, but he's still able to maneuver and keep himself pretty nimble. So both of those attacks miss. Stygius, it is now your turn.
I turn to Rico and say, do you still need more help? You're on mute again.
No, sir.
All right. I'm going to apply a healing spell to myself and then head over to Quill there. So I'm going to cast Healing Word. And I need more than just the regular there, so I'm going to do a level 2 of that. That is 4d4 plus 3. So plus 15. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some good health recovery there. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy shit. Okay.
I needed it.
Yeah, you did, apparently.
All right. And then I'll move myself here, and then we're good to go.
All right. For some reason, my shit's being really slow, so I just got to refresh real quick, guys. Sorry about this. Okay. Awesome. Rico, it's your turn.
You know what I'm gonna do? The exact same thing. It's been working out way too well.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Exactly. Gotta fend the bridge, baby. I would like to throw both of my swords, both my psionic blades at the knight.
Okay.
And that would be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
And a 26 to hit.
Damn. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, both of those hit.
With a 10 damage.
Okay.
And a 9 damage.
19 damage to him. As you throw these two, you arc them over. And Quill, as you're biting and trying to get at this guy, you see 2 psionic blades come and stick him right in the shoulders and then flare with psionic power, flare with this really bright power. And it sends a coursing pain through him. And he goes, ah! And he looks absolutely fucked up.
The man ain't dead yet? My goodness.
No. He's living on a prayer right now, y'all.
Living on a prayer.
So he's going to use one of his attacks and his half of his movement to remove his sword from the ground, and then he's going to try to make one attack at Quill. That's a crit.
Okay.
So that is 15 plus 10, 25. You take 12 damage halved.
That is halved.
That's halved, yes.
Okay, so I go back to my normal form then.
So you guys see this knight with all of the last bit of his might in him take his sword out of the ground and just go for one big hit. And as that happens, you see the wolf form of Quill dissipate, and there stands a Quill in her elf form,
Fully clothed.
fully clothed.
Oh, thank you.
Fully clothed, Hunter.
Maybe not in my imagination.
All right, Quill, it is your turn.
Okay, I am gonna hit the knight with my flame tongue sword. How do I do that? Oh, I guess. Okay, 1d8 plus 4. Oh my god. That's
Did
a
you
crit,
did
though.
you roll the hit? It's a critical.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. So as you light this flame tongue sword, and you go to swipe at him, you miss and you dig your sword sideways into the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
As a bonus action, actually, never mind. How are you guys on health?
Much better now.
I'm at 30,
Okay,
so not too
Yeah.
bad.
that can be the end of my turn.
Stygius, you see the wolf
All right.
dissipate, and there's still one knight standing. He looks like bloodied. He looks very, very bloodied.
I'd like to run up beside Quill. I'd like to, my axe is in my hand, but kind of like loosely hold on to it and go, "Halt! Do you yield? We just want to, we want to talk this out."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Wop wop. An
A
8 and a 9. Yeah.
You see,
Really
as you
did
say
not want me
that,
to.
you see, as
Yeah.
you say that, his sword starts to tilt towards the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts the tip on the ground and drops it.
Okay.
That is all he does. He doesn't say anything.
Okay. Got it.
Is that the end of your turn?
In that case, yeah, I'd like to just kind of like get out of a ready stance and put my arms down. Still got my hand on my axe, but just kind of like, get at ease there. And then that's it.
Rico, you see that the knight has put his sword down. What do you want to do? It doesn't stop you from killing him. You could still kill him. I'm just telling you this.
You always have a choice.
His sword's just right in front of him, right?
Yes, but you don't know if that's the only weapon on him.
I would like to. Well, let's see. How far away am I? Okay, I'm gonna move closer.
All right.
I think that's about where it was. Yeah. And then from there, I'm going to spawn both my blades, and I'm going to take one of them and throw it, but I'm going to throw it like at his sword on the ground and more or less like try to pin it to the ground, but as a display of like finality.
Okay. Make a precision roll for me. So just roll a flat d20 and add your dexterity.
A 2.
And then my dexterity is a 7, so 9. Ouch.
You gotta roll
Ouch.
low enough to where you throw this as an intimidation, but you impale him in the chest.
Roll damage on that.
Uh-oh.
7.
How would you like to kill him?
I would like to attempt to have done what I said, and then
So as you go to throw your psionic blade to show this form of intimidation, you didn't realize it, but there was a rock perfectly angling his sword, and when you threw that psionic blade, it bounced off of the ground, hit his blade, and slit the bottom of his ankle. Well, what you thought was the slit of the bottom of his ankle, and you see his foot is no longer attached, and he is bleeding out.
well, sorry guys, but looks like that does it.
All right. That's the end of combat. Holy shit, you guys fucking whipped ass.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we can get out of that map, everyone. And I'm going to start. So now lays before you massacred bodies of knights, guards, and scouts of the Temple of Shar. I would like all of you guys to make a perception check.
$22.
22.
16.
16. Okay. $22, 16, and a 12 from Quill. Quill, by the way, we cannot hear you, so if you are muted, you might be muted.
I
Come
was
back to
muted.
that. Okay.
Look to it, does it
Okay.
what?
So okay. So this is what I'm going to say. Stygius and Quill. As you guys are looking around, you see items hanging on. Actually, all three of you see this. All you guys see items hanging off of the leader that is now headless.
And torn to shreds.
You see that there is a couple pieces of parchment sticking out of a bag that's on the body of the leader. Hunter, with closer examination of these papers, you can see that there's very fine writing on them, and they say, part of them say, there's about 5 pages in that little pouch. That's what you can see. You, Hunter, and Stygius, you guys see that 2 of the knights had bags of holding. Stygius, you see one of the scouts had an enduring spell book.
Interesting.
And Quill, as you're rummaging through the bodies, you find 4 greater healing potions of healing. There are the papers on the leader. Who would like to examine them?
I'd like to go ahead and bend over and pick them up.
Is anyone else going to examine them with him?
I'll look at him too.
You're going to look at them as well.
I think where my guy would actually be at is like I'm trying to perform triage if there's anyone that can be brought back
So
from
as
death.
you're walking around you're trying on the knight that you just saw lost his foot. It's no work. It's not working. These are all dead
No
ends
work.
here. It's no work. It no work.
Okay. Well, yeah. While I'm doing that,
That's how you found the spell book. You were trying to help, and you found that there was a bag of holding and that spell book on that night that you were trying to help.
perfect. So we can add these items to our inventory.
Yes.
correct?
So
Okay.
you guys can divvy up who. There's 2 bags of holding, 4 greater healing potions, and 1 enduring spell book, and those should be all possible for you guys to add to your inventory.
Any hard feelings if I take a holding and the spell book?
No. I will give. I think. Rico, can you heal?
No, I
Okay.
cannot.
Then I'm gonna give you 2 potions of healing, and me and Stygius each one.
Okay. So add that to your inventory, y'all. I'll let this happen, and we can always do it at break as well, unless it comes up.
How do
So
I
are
add
all
it?
3 of you looking at these? You go to okay.
Sorry.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
I might be onto it. Oh, okay. Potion of healing. There we go.
Yeah, you have to look greater. You're looking for greater.
Great.
They're an uncommon item. It would be potion of healing greater.
And I'm not finding that enduring spell book either.
You aren't. So let me see if I can find it real quick for you. I'll add it to your inventory. What the fuck?
Oh, that's sweet.
Did you look it up?
I just read what it did. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it might not be part of. I might not have the book. I could always make it as a. If you just mark it, I'll make it as a custom item and I'll put it in your thing. Okay.
Or we can just remember that as is for my book, I suppose too.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Just remember, just write that down for your stats for your book. You can add it to your note page as well. So, okay. Are all 3 of you looking at these papers?
I am.
Yes.
Okay, all 3 of you are. You guys see that there seems to be 3 bounties and 2 other small parchments. Bounty 1, it says wanted, a halfling in dark garb named Rico. Bounty 2, a bounty on a large beast that has been seen in the woods not far from the Melar Grove and the town of Shares. So it looks like 1's a wanted poster for a beast. And 3 is a piece of paper asking anyone for information on any odd wizards that have been seen that have been seen over the island. They're looking for they're looking to recruit wizards to help the Kingdom of Tyr and their magic weapon development. All 3 of these say to send word to the Kingdom of Tyr, any town's guard, or the Grove of Melar.
Is there a reward on them?
There is. There's a reward. Which one are you wanting to know the reward on, Rico?
I want to know all 3.
You want to know all of 3. So the bounty on Rico is for 5,000 gold.
Not too shabby.
The bounty on the wolf is for 10,000 gold.
Okay, that makes sense. Only
The bounty to
harder.
find any strange, like any wizards that do odd magic, abnormal magic, stuff that's not seen every day, is 10,000 gold for anyone that is willing to be recruited.
Got it.
Where does it say to report to? And
So
like,
the
relation to
wolf
our
one
current
says to report to
location?
either the Kingdom of Tyr or the Melar Grove. The halfling one says report to the Kingdom of Tyr or any town's guard. And the wizard one says any town's guard, Kingdom of Tyr, any town's guard and Kingdom of Tyr to report.
Gotcha.
Along with this, There's a smaller parchment that there are instructions on what to do when these people were supposed to get to town. It reads, go to the Temple of Selune, kill every cleric on sight, then torch it. Next, go to the training cleric school, kill everyone and torch it. Then leave the city, not to harm any of the townsfolk, because with the burning and killing of all the clerics, the Sharron clerics can move and claim it as a new territory of Shar.
Interesting.
On the other parchment, it is a letter. It reads, Dear Rue, I will be coming to town in the afternoon after the newest moon. I have information about... hold on, I got to figure out how to say this name, y'all. Sorry. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Okay, back to where I was. I have information about Loviatar's plans, about what Loviatar's plans are for you. Shar seems to be in agreement with Loviatar and Tiamat, but as long as the Selune town still has clerics there, there is no way we can make the move. Tiamat said her dragon has gone rogue, but if she can get him under control, the temple will burn. Try your best. Make it look like Selunites did it, and not by her. Meet in Shares by the lone shade tree where me, you, and Farah used to hang out. Don't tell Farah, or any others for that matter of fact, for Our Lady of Darkness and her ally, Mistress of Pain, Si Ara Dara. Speak well coded. Ruther Graveheart. Ruthar Graveheart.
Two things.
Yes.
Could you? It sounded like you were reading that off. Could you send that as an email to us? I'd like to put that in our notes.
Yes, I can do that.
And then second, can we take a brief break? I got to use the restroom.
Yes, that's fine. We will take a little break right here. This is perfect. Perfect timing.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
During this break, get yourself an ale and the tavern special. Also, did you know we have an Instagram? It is coffee.n.dnd. We post clips, episode updates and releases, and some behind-the-scenes stuff. And if you're enjoying this podcast, share it with your friends, even if it's just your furry ones. Now, let's get back into the episode.
Emperor's New Groove, yeah.
Nice.
I did send it to you guys, so you guys should all be able to look at it. Ruthar Graveheart. And you can assume that the guy you just murdered was Rue. But... all right, we ready to come back from break, y'all?
I think
so.
All right. Well, if everyone's ready, let's get back into this. Okay, right where we left off, you guys had just found this note. It was to Rue, and you can assume that was the name of the veteran that you just murked, just dicked on.
That's fair.
Any questions from what you guys learned?
Well,
we assume the temple is in Tiamat.
Well, you don't. I mean,
where?
So Rico, you would have to make a history check to see if you know who Tiamat is.
Okay. Well, I might as well. I'd like to make a history check.
Okay, make a history check.
I rolled an 18.
An 18?
18, correct.
So you would know Tiamat is a god. She is the queen of dragons. She is from the Hells, and she's the one that is in main control of the dragon population and the creating and pretty much the reason why the reason for the destruction of some places by dragons was her fault. Other than that, you would know that one time she opened up a portal and summoned a dragon through, and a group of heroes came and killed them. But that's as far as you know. You wouldn't remember the names of those heroes or the name of the crew that did it.
Sounds good.
Any other questions from anyone else?
Not out of game.
Not out of game. In game? Okay. Let's play in game then.
I'm not very, I'm fairly concerned about this dragon. Do y'all think that it is coming for our temple or the temple in town?
Oh no, but dragon sounds scary.
Hey,
I should we prepare for the worst?
I certainly think so. Well, yeah, if we can get everyone out of town, but
And Quill and Stygius, just so you guys know, you guys have heard about dragon attacks that have been happening in odd places over the islands.
What was that about the tree? Like meeting him under the tree?
It said, "Meet in Shares by the lone tree where me, you, and Farah used to play," is what the note reads.
so I suppose we could probably see if Farah is still in town.
And another key point that pops out as you say that is the words, "Don't tell Freya or any of the others."
But if we could find Freya,
Then we may know at least where the tree is, or we can ask her.
yes.
If we met in Shares, do you think that we might figure out where to stop the dragon? Because it sounds scary, but fun.
Rico, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't know that you're going to be fighting dragons anytime soon. You're a little bit small, aren't you?
Come on, I might not get all hairy and beastly, but I can sneak around. I can hide behind my corners.
I don't doubt that you can, but dragons are a special type of danger altogether. My vote is to inform the leaders of the town, give them the option of what to do. But yeah, I'd like to try and find this Freya, see if we can find out who this Ruthar Graveheart is, if he's going to be here soon.
And Wolfie, what do you think?
Well, I'm wondering if we go to Shares, if we're going to get where we have bounties on us. These guys were from Shares and they were carrying our bounties. I'm wondering if we're not going to get in a little bit of some trouble.
That's true too. If we are going to do this, we may need to go in disguise as far as our descriptions, or just not perform in the way that the bounties explain. But
well, I will be all right. It's and I think you'll be okay, but mainly Rico.
Maybe I just need to get some really tall shoes. Then nobody'll notice. I could walk straight into any store.
So you realize with taller shoes, you'll still look the same. Just
What?
be a little taller.
If you saw me at eye level, do you think I would look the same as if you were staring straight down at my hair?
You need some much taller shoes there, Rico.
I don't know how to respond to that.
So, what do you guys want to do? You guys have two options. You guys could either. Oh, shit, I'm beating the fuck out of my microphone. Sorry.
Easy there, master.
You guys could either head back to Selune, or you guys do have an option. It seems that you guys do have to go to Sharess. I mean, you guys could do that now, or you guys could wake up tomorrow morning and head over there. You would know it is about a day trip, so you guys would have to camp. And if someone wants to make a survival roll for me.
I have an idea.
+5 in survival. What's your idea?
So I have a little spell that I can cast, and a tiny beast will deliver a message for me. Do you think that I could cast that and send a message to... What's that one guy's name? Sorry.
Rutha?
Yeah, Ruthar. And try to get him to meet us somewhere else.
I suppose if this magic creature could already know where he is and deliver it to him, then yes. Is that how that works?
As long as it has a general location and a name, it could. It's not 100% that it would work because I don't know what he looks like, but
I want you to call heads or tails, Quill.
tails.
You think that if you were to send that, especially with how big Sharess is and that it's that you would know a little bit about, you would know it's a docking town. You don't know if it would find purchase. So you would have to go there anyways just for backup to make sure.
Okay.
Are there any towns in between us and Sharess? Or like any stores that we could stop at for me to get a disguise?
At a game? No. The only thing that separates Sharess and Selune is the Waterwalk Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could always just hang out on the outside of Sharess if you guys want to go in. I can mind my own business.
It's an option, I suppose. Better to be all together, though. Hold on a second.
Rico, roll history for me.
It would be a 17.
You would know that this bounty's been, this is just for you. You would know that this bounty's been on you for a while, and you've been into a lot of towns and you've seen the bounty, and no one's really taken initiative to turn you in. Mainly because you're very hard to catch and you're very quiet.
Okay. Well, I guess in that case. Well, on second thought, you guys, let's just go to Sharess and see how it works out. I've got a good feeling about this.
Well, I must go back to the bar first.
Why? Do you need another drink?
Absolutely, I do.
Well, and I'd like to pack up, I suppose, if we're looking to move. And it'd be better to inform the entire town as well that looks like another attack is incoming.
Sounds like
So,
a plan.
I'll head there.
Okay, you guys are going to head back to Selune. So you're on your guys' way back to town. You guys aren't too far. It's a little bit of a walk. It takes you about an hour. You guys get to the edge of town, and you notice that there's a formed line of defense on the side of town where the Sharron Warriors would have came from. As you guys grow closer, you guys see that it's all town guard.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys walk up, you hear one yell. You hear one of the town guard yell, "Oi! Have you folks seen the Sharron?"
Yell back. Yes, we had to fight them off.
They're all dead now, no thanks to you. Appreciate the help from you.
Sorry, we're having tech problems. Hunter's stuff just pinged me that it said it's not working. It said to restart his browser or make sure that he's using Chrome or Edge. Sorry, hold on, hiccup. Oh, he disappeared.
Restarting browser.
Okay. Oh, he's back. Perfect. Okay. Did you hear all that, Hunter?
Yeah, I heard most of it. I just accidentally spun my chair and unplugged my headphones, and went downhill from there.
Okay.
What happened?
So one of the town perks goes, "Oi, have you folks seen the Sharrons?" You guys said that they're all dead. Quill said, "No thanks to you."
I would like to shrug it off and look over my shoulder, kind of behind me.
Okay. At that moment, Rico, you see that town guard's glaring at you. He goes, "Hey, wait. Aren't you the halfling that the capital wants?"
What? What are you talking about?
Make a deception check for me.
Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. An 8.
No, I'm pretty sure you are. But he looks closer at you. Are you guys growing closer? Are you guys getting closer as he's talking to you guys?
How far away was he when he started talking to us?
He was about 30 feet away from you guys.
Yeah, I guess. I'll keep walking towards him.
I don't mean to be loud, but I did notice that rank on your armor. And for what you guys did for the town today, I don't know who you are. So thank you, and thank you all.
Oh,
what?
All right.
I still don't know what you're talking about, but thank you, sir. You have a splendid day now.
You do as well, and he winks at you.
I look to Rico and I say, "Rico, you're such a horrible liar."
I'd like to continue walking off at a brisk pace for somebody that's 3'4".
It's pretty quick. Them legs can move.
I'd like to chat with that guard for just a second more, saying, excuse me, we did find some very disturbing news on the corpse of their leader, stating that there's an expected attack past this one, potentially from a dragon being sent here.
What?
And their plan was to kill everyone in town and take the land for Shah.
Well, thank you for your knowledge. We'll get word to the capital instantly. Hopefully get some more defenses in the town, especially if a dragon might be coming. Thank you. And he grabs your hand and he slips something in it, and he says, "Thank you. I really do mean thank you."
I look in my palm.
It's a ring, but you can feel something coming off of it, like a that arcane sense that you get every time you use your burr.
Okay. I'll use detect magic.
So as you cast detect magic, you are able to understand that this is a ring of protection.
Interesting. I look back up to him and I nod and say, yes, thank you, and it'd be good to either prepare or leave. I don't wish to see anyone hurt. So.
All right, and where's your crest for your detect magic again? It's on your headband, right? As you did that, you saw him. He looked up at your headband and was stunned for a second. He says, "Okay, I don't know what you did there, but okay." And and the rest of the town guard seems to split and start to walk off and head back to the barracks and start to spread up for their watches once more.
Okay.
You guys are back into the town of Selune. What are we doing?
I'm going to the bar.
You're going to the bar.
My character Quill is just making a straight beeline for the bar.
Okay. Rico's behind you, trudging along.
The B in B line stands for bar.
Yeah.
Stygius, are you following them?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Forgot my name for a second.
So as you guys enter, you guys see your good old Ronnie the bartender sitting there polishing a tankard. It seems like only a couple of the farmers are in today. It only seems like there's two. And they're sitting down and looks like they're having a midday meal and a beer.
I'm gonna walk up to the counter and sit down.
I'd like to approach the bar and order a beer.
Ron, can I please get 3 bottles of your pirate's rum?
3? Oh, you're killing me.
We're gonna be out for a while, Ron, please.
You know you can buy that other places, right?
None's as good as yours, Ron.
I guess that's fair. He walks back. And you wanted a beer?
Sorry, for some reason I can't hear Quill. Or Demery if she's talking.
Hello?
Anything?
I hear.
Weird.
What'd you do to your shit, Hunter?
Oh, it's not
I don't know.
showing Hunter either. Mine's not showing that Hunter's even in the... I'll try to leave and then come back.
Go ahead, Stygius.
Oh, I'm gonna go head to my room and pack real quick.
Okay. You're gonna do that? While we wait for these guys to get back in.
Solid.
Take a quick second here.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry.
Close all other tabs that are open with Riverside. It says ask Hunter to close all other tabs open with Riverside.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I'm back in. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Sure can.
There we go. We're all good now.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Just kidding.
So he walks back. He grabs 3 bottles of Pirate's Rum. He grabs a tankard and fills it full of beer. He slides the tankard down to you, Rico, and he slides the 3 bottles down to you, Quill.
I'm gonna pull out my 3 canteens that I have in my pack and dump the bottles into them.
Okay.
Well,
That fills them all 3.
I would like to just take a nice.
That fills all 3 of them, by the way.
Okay.
I would like to just take a nice small sip of my coffee, or not my coffee, my
Coffee.
Same difference, right? Gets you going. My beer and gulp a couple times and sit down and go. that hits the spot after a good day of just, battle.
Oh, you guys took care of him?
Nah, you could say that.
What the hell does that mean?
That we took care of him. You could say that.
You are a confusing small man.
Hey,
Ron,
nobody called you tall.
Ron looks at you, Quill, and says, like, is he always this complicated? Like, is he always this confusing?
Ron, you forced me to go with them. You tell me.
Well, I didn't think he was this confusing. Most of the time I see him, he's drinking, and he's drunk.
He's a horrible liar.
Well, I could have told you that.
Hey now, no need to talk over my head.
It's not hard to do.
We always talk over your head.
Stygius, what are you doing in your room?
So after living there for some time, I've, my room's become my home. So just been slowly picking up the things that I want to travel with. Got the new bag of holding, so I'm putting a lot of the goods in there. I take one last look at the room and give it a solid nod, and then head back downstairs.
All right. As you head back down, you see that Ron is talking to Quill and Rico, and they're talking about talking over his head.
I shake my head and then go and take a seat beside them, kind of chuckling.
All right. Is there anything I can get you?
Yes, I'll take a beer and whatever they're having for food. I gesture to the farmers.
All right. He walks back. You see, he's back there for a minute. He brings out. He's back there. He's back there working on your stuff at the current moment. He does walk up and bring your beer, and he says, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna go start cooking." Walks back.
Sounds good. I look over at the other two and I say, before we leave town, I'd also like to talk with those at the temple to see what those two clerics were doing over in what is that? Sharess. The ones they mentioned about them killing some others. It doesn't sound like our clerics. So I'd like to know some more information about that.
Make a recall check for me, Stygius, as you're saying this.
Recall check.
Yeah, so just roll a d20.
Oh.
It's recalling something that you learned recently is what it is.
Got it. 14.
So as you're saying this, that letter pops back in your head, and the words say, it just rings. Make it look like Selunites did it, and not by your own hand.
Got it. Yeah. That makes sense. So then, thinking is, okay, well then, actually maybe in that letter they framed them and got these fools riled up to come and burn the town down. So I suppose, the plot's been coming from this fellow and his accomplices. Never mind then. I think we can head out.
Wow, we ready to leave the city? Or the village?
after a brief snack. My nerves are still shaky from the fight.
Come on, we'll make a man of you yet. As I pat him on the kneecap.
Well,
Quill's just chuckling.
I suppose you will have to. And I grab my drink and take a swig.
Take a swig.
Will this count as a short rest, by the way?
This will indeed count as a short rest.
Solid. Yeah. Perfect.
So you guys plan to go to Sharess. You guys would know that Sharess is about a day's walk. It's about mid-afternoon. It's about 2:30-ish. So you guys know that you could probably get past the Waterwalk Bridge and about halfway from the distance of the Waterwalk to Sharess in one day's travel. And the rest of this day's travel is what, and the rest of the time in this day. Sorry. Guys, take off. Finish what you're doing and take off.
I think so.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm good with that too.
Anything else you guys want to do in town? Right before you leave.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll be all right.
The way you're mentioning it sounds ominous, but yeah, I'm going to say I'm okay too.
Okay.
I was trying to think of anything, but yeah, I think.
Okay, awesome. So you guys head towards the Waterwalk Bridge. As you guys close again, you guys see the battlefield in which you have decimated the Sharron Warriors that were coming to make havoc out of the town of Selune. After crossing the Waterwalk Bridge, it seems to get darker than it should this time of day. The sun's starting to get close to setting, but it's almost like it's already about to set as you guys all of a sudden cross the bridge and as you guys slowly grow closer to Sharess. I would like you guys to make a survival check for me. One of you guys. It can be any one of you.
I have a +5 in it.
Go.
Send it.
Where'd it go? I lost it.
It's at the very bottom.
Find it? Thank you. 23.
23. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So as you guys are walking along, Rico, you notice something shiny off the trail a little bit. You want to make an investigation check for me?
Why? I would love to. For a dirty 20.
Nice.
As you look, you see that there's something shiny underneath that rock, and it almost looks like a pair of rings and a little pouch behind it. As you grow closer, you find 2 pairs of rings and a bag full of what seems to be gold.
Ooh. I would like to reach down and pick it up. Well, I'm like, ooh, something shiny, guys.
What'd you find?
Oh, it appears to be two rings and I think a lot of gold.
Cody, you instantly recognize these rings. Looks a lot like the ones that the town guard gave to you.
Do you mind if I take a look at those? They look awfully familiar.
Are they super valuable? But I guess here you go.
I'll give them back. Don't you worry. But yes, here. Let me take a look. So So first, I just like to visually inspect them.
So as you visually inspect them with the ring that you were given before, you would kind of notice the similar markings, similar runes on it, and you would deduce that this is two more pair. It is a pair of rings of protection.
In that case, yeah, I mentioned, or I say, yes, it looks like these are runes of protection. They should be safe to wear. Or to should be safe to wear. Yeah. And then I'll keep the bit to recognizing the runic stuff to myself.
Okay. And Rico, as you look in that bag, you find 250 gold.
Guys, I'm rich.
Quite lucky.
So now, by the way, now total, you guys have 3 rings of protection. You would know. Stygius, you would know. You have 3 rings. So, just a reminder.
Interesting.
What are you noticing about the rings there, Stygius?
They seem, well, yeah, they seem to be made by the same enchanter
As
of items like these rings.
the rings are made by the same enchanter.
Indeed.
Very interesting. What do they do?
They're rings of protection, so they'll, in layman's terms, one sec.
Give a +1 to armor class.
You gain a +1 to armor class.
And a +1 to all saving throws.
While wearing this ring.
But in game turns, they bolster your defense in a sense.
Nice.
These will add an extra layer of protection in battle. Strangely enough, and I show the one on my hand, the god gave me one as well. But now that I'm considering that, it seems a little bit too good of a coincidence, given there are 3 of them now.
Do you think they're all made by the same creator?
Yes. The runes do look very similar and make each runic enchanter, they have their own font, if you will, when writing the runes.
I want to look from like the rings to what Cody has on or what Stygius has on, and see if there's any similarities.
Okay, make an investigation check.
A 17.
A 17. So you would see what he was talking about. These rings all seem to be made the same way. It looks like they're different metals, but as far as you can tell, especially with your bond to the magic, as you put these in your, like, as you really stare at them, you can see the faint aura that they all share a certain magic to them.
Well, I want to look like at the font because he just told me that it can be
Looking at
so I want to see if there's similar like font to what the rings are, like what he has on.
So looking at the font, you can tell that as far as you can see, it's similar carving into the ring.
They just look similar.
It looks similar. All of them look like they have this similar carving, similar runes. They look pretty much almost identical.
Okay.
as far as you know.
Okay.
I would like
So,
to. Go ahead.
and I hand them back to Rico and I say, I'd recommend each of you wearing one, but you did find them, so here you are.
Oh, why, thank you. Well, since there's two of them, I really don't think I'd look very good with two rings on. So, Quill, would you like one?
Sure. Thank you, Rico.
Absolutely. I would also like to do an investigation check of the area to see if I can see if how it was dropped or something like that.
Okay, yeah, do
Nice.
do an investigation check for me. By the way, those are all added to your guys' equipment, so you just have to equip them and then press attune.
Nice. I rolled a 9.
A 9. From what you could tell, I mean, they were just kind of stuck underneath like this little like rock cove off to the side of the road, but there's not really any detail that you can see that would give you how they were dropped or if someone placed them here. It looks like they've just been here for a while.
Sounds good.
Sounds suspicious.
Well,
That was a good check, though.
go for it.
All right. So as you guys continue to walk on after finding those rings, it starts to get darker and darker and darker. And the sun sets, and you guys do find a pretty good spot where you guys could set up camp off to the side of the road, where you'll be out of the way.
All right. Well, shall we set up camp?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Looks like a pretty good spot. I'd like to build a fire.
Okay. Build a fire. Who's taking watch?
I can go ahead and take first watch, you guys. I'm not very tired yet.
Thank you.
I can take second watch.
I'll take third.
Okay. So as you guys start to settle down, is there anything you want to do before you guys go to bed?
I am gonna wait for Stygius to go to bed.
Okay.
I'll sleep.
I go ahead and do so.
What do you want to do, Quill?
And then kinda in my own area, I am going to pray.
Okay. You sit down and you proceed to meditate.
Okie dokie.
Rico, I would like you to make a perception check for me for how the night goes.
I rolled a 22.
As you're watching through the night, it's quiet. There seems to be this odd darkness looming over everything, but other than that, you really don't hear a lot. Quill, as you start to meditate and focus on the earth and on what's happened these few days, you fall into the state of trance that you very rarely find yourself in, due to most of the time being blackout drunk.
Mm-hmm.
This trance comes with a feeling you had forgot about. Something you haven't felt in centuries. The warm feeling of your father's presence. With this presence comes a soft, calm, and rich voice. You start to hear this voice. first quiet and uninterpretable, then slowly growing in volume. You hear and feel the warmth grow and the voice say, "Hello, my child. I know the anger you hold. These two," and at that moment, you see images of Stygius and Rico start to flash in your head from today's battle.
Okay.
These two share in a different pain and a different curse. They are special. They are help. Fate goes with yours. They will help you, free you from this uncontrollable curse, and you free them of theirs. Follow, lead, fight, grow with them. Believe in these words, my child. I know it's hard. Trust in the one you resent. My word is true and wise. As the voice slowly starts to fade, it repeats, trust, trust, trust. As the voice fades, the warmth fades with it. Right as the warmth leaves you, you wake up.
Okay. I don't say anything, but I walk over to Rico and I tell him I'll take the next watch.
Whoa, echo. Really bad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Me echoing?
Yeah, you
Oh,
echoed really bad there for a second.
I wonder why.
That was super random.
Yeah.
Am I still echoing?
No.
No, it's fixed now. It was weird for a second. Okay, Rico, you see Quill walk up to you.
How long has passed, roughly?
3 people doing you got a shift.
So it would be like the end of my shift, though, when she's walking up.
Yeah, it'd be about 3 hours. It'd be about
Okay.
3 hours has gone by.
Okay. I'd like to. Oh, is it that time already? Okay.
Yep.
I guess I'll go hit the sack.
Okay.
I'd like to go lay down by the fire.
Okay. Rico, as you lay down, and you settle yourself. Quill, I would like you to make a perception check for how the
Okay.
night goes.
A 6.
Okay. So as you're watching, you're hearing animals and things skitter about, but normally if you were in danger, your animal senses would kick in and you would feel something. At this moment, Rico,
Yes.
as you start to settle into sleep, one thing pops into your mind. How does he know of my rank? These just the thought of my rank. God, how does he know of my rank? Just those words keep repeating in your head. And as they say one more time, my rank. How does he know? You go to sleep.
Okay.
At this moment, Quill, 3 hours has gone by, and you feel it's about time for the shift to be switched.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over to Stygius and kind of just tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, yes. What is it?
Your turn to take watch.
Yes, yes, of course. One moment. And just get prepped and grab my hand axe and I guess so. That would have counted as a long rest, correct?
Yes.
And then
So technically, all like this watch stuff is just but technically, guys, you will receive all the benefits of a long rest.
Got it.
Instead of
Okay,
3 hours, I should have said 4 hours. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Be 3 4-hour watches. I did it backwards.
Oh, good. So then I get prepped and ready, and I nod to to Quill and say, "All right, rest well."
I'm actually gonna go explore the woods. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. Well, be careful.
So I'm gonna go off into the woods. Do I find anything?
We'll come back to you. We're gonna do Stygius here real quick. Stygius, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
18.
Okay. And then heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. So as your watch goes on, you hear animals rustling about. Sounds like rabbits and rodents moving throughout the night. Nothing really seems to cause a stir on your watch, but something starts to flash as you look out. The memories, the blood. Your hands start to shake. That memory of you attacking that person comes into view. And then it fades. And then the other memories start to arise. The battlefield, the weapons, the blood, the blood, the blood. You look down and your hands are bleeding.
At that, I begin trying to wipe my hands off on my cloak, and
As you start to wipe, it just grows. It climbs up your arms. It climbs and it climbs, and all of a sudden you just feel like you're covered in this blood. And the one memory pops in your head. That night that you did what you had to. Just like that, all the blood vanishes.
and I blink and look at myself again, and then I look outwards and just kind of looking for everybody, or for if there's anyone around or any way this could be coming to me other than memory. But yeah.
And as you look around, you can't tell if it's still your imagination torturing you, but you see something wave at you.
From the forest?
From the middle of nowhere, it just seems like a lone shadow. It waves at you. All you see is the hand.
Okay.
And then it dissipates with the rest of the darkness around.
You're breaking our brains.
Quill, you're out running around, and as you're running around, you feel that magical bond with the earth. It's been a minute. What are you looking for out in these woods?
Nothing in particular. Really, I'm just maybe
running.
Maybe like trying to make, I'm just running around the woods checking for anything that might be out of the ordinary.
Are you staying close to camp?
Not relatively, no.
Okay. So you're running around. I mean, you see bedded deer, you see rodents running about, but doesn't seem to be any predators nearby. All right, you guys all receive the benefits of a long rest, and it is now the morning time.
What are the benefits of a long rest again?
So if you just click long rest, you get all of your health back, and for spellcasters, they get spell slots back.
Nice.
And if you had any like special abilities that said recharged after a long rest, they would be recharged.
I see.
All right. You guys wake up. It's the morning time. It's roughly around 9 or so. You guys probably have another good 5 hours before you'll hit Sharess.
Nice.
Actually, less. You guys will hit there about noon if you keep on good pace.
Perfect. Just in time for lunch.
I wanna bring back 2 rabbits with me.
Okay. You bring back 2 rabbits.
And I shift back to my elf form and I stick them out to hand them to you guys and I say, "Here's breakfast."
What? Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Did you kill these in your wolf form? Interesting. With your mouth?
I mean, yes.
This will be very weird.
Well, at least I don't see any slobber on them.
Pros and cons, I suppose. Start field cleaning it and get it on the fire.
You guys clean it up, you guys eat some breakfast, and then you guys take off. I need you guys to make a survival check for me.
Just one?
Just one.
15.
15.
Nice.
As you guys continue the rest of your travel, the weather seems good. The path seems not too difficult to follow. I mean, it's a well-traveled path. And you guys make it to the town of Sharess.
Woot woot.
As
Didn't have to fight any gruesome animals other than some rabbits.
and your own demons.
Oh yeah. I can't forget that. I really want to forget that, but I can't.
As you enter the town of Sharess, it is about midday. The town seems to be a lot quieter than any town you've guys ever been in. You see the center of town sits a temple with a banner of Shar hanging from it. Then around it the temple around it is surrounded by houses, and all of the town's guard are posted out, 2 guards per each house. There are people walking around the streets still. They look to be dock workers and locals that run the market and the farms on the outside of town. But other than that, there really is no one else in the streets.
How big is the town? Like, or how does it look?
The town here, why don't I pull up a picture for you guys here? Give me a second.
Yes, please.
Wow, technology.
It's really cool, guys. It's so cool. Technology's awesome.
Do you guys remember having to use those emo projectors in school at all?
Emo projectors?
Yeah, what?
The
What are you
one
talking about?
the one we had was called an emo.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
I was gonna ask if it had some like
Yeah, did it have like
black-haired bangs.
Yeah.
The piercings.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
gonna
like
cut
just one
myself.
of those that like it's upside down and like on the paper. I don't know. We
Yeah.
okay.
Like yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're
Sorry.
talking about. I know what you're
Sorry
talking
for all
about.
the sass. Yeah. I'm aware of what projectors are. I did not know the brand name.
No, I never paid attention to the brand name.
I just remember having to sit next to it and just looking over. Yeah.
Okay. There's the town, y'all.
Ooh.
How do we see it?
I have it pulled up
Oh,
on my screen share on Riverside.
Solid.
There's the temple. So you guys just entered from right over here. You guys see all these houses right here. All of these close ones around this temple have guards posted in front of them. And you see people walking about around the temple. The temple has a very dark aura around it.
Well, it is Shar, I suppose. But
Yeah, it is Shar. What would you guys like to do?
Well, do you guys want to go get a bite to eat at maybe the local pub or something? And maybe we can find out some information there too.
that sounds like a plan. We can ask for Freya and in
Pirates.
yeah. And of course, yes, get you a drink.
So, as you guys walk through the town, you guys are trying to find this tavern, and you do find it, and you realize this town only has one, and it's called the Darken Aled Inn. The patrons in the town, the patrons in the tavern go from just a few farmers. It looks like just a few farmers at this current moment. Maybe one or two, really not a whole lot of people in there. There is a bartender. He looks to be an orc. As you guys enter, he goes, what can I help you guys with?
Got any pirates rum?
I mean, I could check in the back and see if we got a shipment in.
Maybe a little
do.
bite to eat too.
We got fish. That's just fish of the day.
Perfect.
All right.
3 plates of that.
3, okay. You see this big orcish man walk to the back. You see that he grabs, on his way back, he grabs a couple tankards, walks into the back, and comes out, his arms, he has a bottle of what looks to be pirate's rum. It looks a little different than the pirate's rum you drink at Ron's Tavern, Quill, but it still looks to be pirate's rum. 3 tankards of ale and 3 plates of food. He walks over, slides the food out, drops 2 tankards in front of you two, and drops the rum in front of you, Quill. What brings you guys to Shareth?
Well, we're traveling along, and we actually have a message for Freya. Do you know her by name?
Oh, yes, I know Freya. She's the head priest at the temple. Oh.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, that should make things easy. We'll go talk with her after this, I suppose.
Is it you just see for her? Okay. I mean, most of the time when people come in to see her, they always ask about a tree. I can't remember.
Shaw, you mean?
No, about a tree.
About a tree?
Like a lone tree? Is it a meeting place?
I think it's a tree, like a lone shaded tree. I've heard of it, but every time anyone asks about that, I always tell them to go talk to Freya because she's the one that knows,
Oh,
All right. Well,
and she would know the location. She might be a little busy though. I think they're getting ready for those two young clerics that died. I think they're investigating the murder and getting the funeral ceremony ready.
so will she not be at the temple then?
She should still be at the temple.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And what can we call you?
Oh, my name's Dark Garg.
Darkgak.
Yeah, Dark
A
Garg.
pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
Thank you for the help.
Pleasure.
thanks for the beer, Dark Ark.
No problem.
I want to try my pirate's rum.
Take a drink of it.
That's what I'll do.
It's mid. It's pretty mid.
I take a drink.
Good. It's good, but it's not as good as what Ron gives you.
It's not Ron's brand.
It's not Ron's.
It's Kirkland's special.
I just finished the rest of it, and then I pull out my canteen.
All right. He looks at you and says, "Holy shit! I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before."
I just shrug and start drinking out of my canteen.
Okay. I mean, you gotta hydrate. That's really important.
Got a what?
With rum.
Gotta hydrate.
You've got to hydrate with rum.
Hey, you gotta hydrate. I'm assuming that's water.
Yep.
Okay. Because no outside alcohol in here. You gotta buy mine.
Very much water.
All right. You folks look like almost like the adventure in time. I really can't tell. I don't know if anyone's told you, but be careful down by the docks, especially if you're out late.
Why?
Well, apparently some of the crates have been disappearing. There's been reports that a boat pulls in and takes a load of crates. Right around one. I mean, I heard from Mr. Gary Greenthumb. He's a farmer outside of town. He just lives northwest. He's the one that told me. So, if you have anything that's going down there, just don't go, because 9% of the time it gets taken.
Good to know.
Ah, I see. Out of character. This guy's hilarious. He's got so much information. He just wants to talk about it.
Yeah. He's an orc. He's a goofy dude.
I love the face you make when you play him too.
He's got an underbite, clearly.
Yeah. It's literally in my notes. I hope everyone knows. It says, speak in a low and underbite tone.
Underbite tone. Hell yeah.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Imagine the tusks. I'd like to eat my meal.
Okay. That's meaning after
I'd like to propose to Dark Garg. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. I have a wife.
No. Just kidding. Finish my meal and look at the others and say, shall we go to the gosh dang it.
The temple.
The temple. Yes, the temple. It's like the cathedral. Nope. The church. Nope. The
Almost there.
yeah.
Almost got it.
Solid.
I don't see why not. That sounds like a good plan to me.
Perfect.
And we can ask Freya what this tree is.
Yeah.
I'd like to start walking towards the door.
So you guys walk towards the temple. You guys walk through town. You can see that the guards are still standing outside of those houses. It doesn't look like they've moved one bit. It seems like this town's on kind of high alert since what's gone on. Um, as you guys grow closer to the temple, you see that the temple is in a very dark and gothic style. Um, the temple casts many shadows around the temple itself. Casts many shadows around itself. It almost looks like a dark aura is coming from the temple itself. As you guys enter the temple, the ceiling of the temple is filled with this dark void, this violet void. Staring at it, it almost makes you feel like you are shrouded in complete darkness. And it looks like it's almost like a mist. It moves and stretches down from the ceiling to the floor, wrapping around the statues of Shar that are lit up with a soft lantern light. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, I'm getting mood setting here, everyone. Gotta set the purple vibe.
Looks like a cozy place, doesn't it?
Why, yes, it does. Looks like a little bit of a disco party.
I look over at him. What's a disco?
Well, you know, just never mind.
Rico knows too much.
I'm getting more and more convinced that Rico is not from this world. Like he's actually just a short person from our world in this realm. Like it.
As you look towards the end of the temple, you see a giant statue of Shar, and it looks like there's 4 people looking at 2 bodies laying on what looks to be almost altar-like tables. They're almost altarish. As you grow even closer, 3 of the 4 figures have masks with black and purple robes trimmed with gold. The 4th figure is wrapped in a similar robe, but they have more gold trimming and a dark aura seeping out of them. You notice that it is a female elf. She doesn't wear a mask. Instead, she has a holy symbol of Shar on her chest. She looks to be a half-elf with dark hair and very pale skin. She looks to you guys, and she speaks in almost a whisper, but as she speaks, it carries through the air, and it sounds like she's whispering right in your ear. Hello. Welcome to the Temple of Shar. May I ask the reason for you 3 outsiders to be coming in my lady's temple?
Are you Freya?
That would be me. Again, I do ask, what is the reason for you guys being in this temple, especially since I feel gods that have conflicted with my lady. He looks at you, Stygius, and you. She looks at you, Stygius, and you, Quill, and as she does, you guys feel a chill run through your whole entire bodies. And she goes, "Yes, my name is Freya Shalrin. I am the High Cleric of the temple and a voice for my Lady of Darkness. So back to it. How can I be of your assistance?"
We have a message for you.
What is that message?
You maybe don't want it told in front of everybody here. So maybe a more private place would be more adequate.
All right, follow me. You see her shoo the other 3 robed figures away, and she invites you guys to come up next to the bodies. And as you guys step up the stairs and grow closer to her, all of a sudden that void of that violet void, that purple essence of mist surrounds all 3 of you. And she goes, This is a good place to talk."
Okay. Do you know anything about the lone tree?
The lone shaded tree? Yes, I do.
Such as its whereabouts?
May I ask why?
Sorry, out of game. What's the guy that we killed? What's his name?
Ruthar.
You guys would assume that his name was
Oh,
Rue,
Rue.
and the note that he got was someone from Ruthar Graveheart.
Rue sent me, actually. He told me
Rue?
you would know where the tree is and to meet him there.
Interesting. As far as I heard Rue got taken out. So
No, he is still alive and well.
make a deception check.
Ooh, drumroll please.
Sorry, my D&D Beyond is being slow.
I know that is.
You darn Starlink users.
Oh my god, no way. Oh, okay, it's a 7. I rolled an 8.
Okay. See, you don't think I recognize you three, huh? I know who you are. You were the three that took Rue and his clowns to go try and take over Selune. I do know. So lying does not put us on a good foot. So again, may I ask why you are looking for the lone shaded tree?
Well, you see, really,
You guys do
the
have the note
bartender
on you.
guy. Oh,
You guys would have the note on you if you guys picked it up. I don't know who would
We
have.
did. I think Cody had all the papers, or Stygius had all the papers, right?
Yeah. So wait, sorry. Is she asking?
She's asking what is the real reason. She knows what you guys did. She's asking for the real reason.
I see.
That you guys are asking for that tree. And with that deception check, she seems a little bit pissed.
Mm-hmm. And then, so I hold a hand out to, wow, Quill. And I say, just a moment. Yes, we came here initially and to deceive, but the truth is, we just want to know and come to the bottom of this. Our town was going to be attacked. They did attack, and yes, we did dispose of them. And we found this note.
Hand it to her.
Wave it.
She, as you stick it out, she plucks it from your hands real quick, proceeds to read over it. As she reads, you see her demeanor completely change. She goes from looking angry at you guys to now this unsettling calm. And a twitch flips in her eyes.
I'd like to take a step backwards.
I'd like to take a step forward.
She goes, now I understand why you guys are really here. Okay. Well, the lone shaded tree is just west of town, about a mile out on a lone hill. It is a tree of void purple leaves and casts a constant shadow upon the whole hill. I do know of Ruthar Graveheart. Me, Rue, and Ruthar were all friends in our childhood. We used to hang out by that tree after cleric training. I did also know that Rue had been acting strange ever since he left the town and the temple. I didn't think Rue was still talking to him. And it is a surprise to hear that they're planning things behind my back. So, here's what I will say. If you guys could get a hold of Rue, I would love to talk to her and see what she's been up to. She has a smirk.
Wait, did we call
Wait.
Ruthar or Rue?
Ruthar is who she's. I would love to talk to Ruthar and see what he's really been up to. And that means I want to interrogate him. And you guys, I feel like we're all in the same boat here. We'll interrogate him together. But I need Ruthar.
Well, okay, I guess that kind of sounds fair. But, where's the tree?
You are a dumb little halfling, aren't you?
Maybe.
I told you the location. It's west of town, about a mile on a lone hill. You can't miss it. The tree.
That's right. That's right.
The tree has void purple leaves. And it casts a shadow upon the whole hill.
Well, that should be easy enough to find.
Is there anything you can tell us about Ruthar? As you want him alive, that could prove tricky if he is not cooperative.
Well, from the sounds of it, since the newest moon was last night, it sounds like he'll probably be there by the time you guys get there. So, if he sees you, he's probably not going to run. He's too stupid to do that. But he will try to fight back. He wasn't a cleric, really. When he left, he gave up his cleric ways and wanted to become an assassin for Shar, one that takes out the enemies that go against the temple. And Shar had sent him out to do so in her voice. So he's pretty nimble, and he's going to take a couple good hits to get him knocked out.
No. Well, I suppose we should head that direction and get him in here for you.
I would appreciate that.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's head out then.
All right, you guys are going to head to the tree. Is that the plan?
And on that is about 3 hours too, just a heads up.
Yes, it is. Okay. So if we want to stop here, we totally can. It's up to you guys. If you want to go a little bit further, we can, and it's up to you.
How's everybody feel?
I'm probably good for the night. I need to make some dinner.
Okay, that's fine. So we will pick up where you guys are going to the Lone Shade Tree then.
Solid.
Perfect.
All right. Awesome. Well, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank my players for playing, of course. You guys are awesome. I want to thank everyone that listens, and see you guys on the next one.